Hi, my name is Shelby Winnell. I'm the Equine Operations Manager here at HETRA. I wanted to take a second to say a huge thank you to all of our volunteers that make what we do possible. Also, on behalf of our HETRA horses, I would like to send a huge thank you to the teams that help take care of them, from the conditioning team to the feeders to barn maintenance, the crews that help bring them in, turn them out, blanket, unblanket, and everything in between. It truly takes a village, and we couldn't do it without you.
Hi friends, my name is Kelly Hudson-Buehler. I am the mental health therapist and program coordinator here at HETRA. Just wanted to take this opportunity to thank each and every one of you for all that you've done this last year and going forward. It means so much to us. The volunteers are the backbone of our organization, and we couldn't do what we do without each and every one of you. So thank you from the bottom of our hearts.
Hey guys, it's Lucy Charlotte, Development Specialist here at HETRA, and I just wanted to say thank you so much to our volunteers who helped us get through such a crazy year. I personally am so grateful for all you guys have done as I work towards my instructor's training certificate in terms of helping me down in the barn, getting training hours and volunteer hours, and then also all the work you guys have done in recommending us for grants and different types of funding awards and helping with letters of endorsement with those and all different kinds of things. So those things definitely don't go unnoticed, and we are so grateful for you. So thank you so much.
Hey HETRA volunteers, Edie here with one of my favorites, Miss Stormy. Look at that, she's giving me kisses. We both want to extend our most sincere appreciation to all that you do for HETRA, taking care of our amazing horses, helping out in the arena with our participants, just helping keep everything running smoothly. We are so blessed to have you as part of the HETRA team and family. Thank you again for your countless hours, for all your dedication, and for all the heart that you give to HETRA.
Hi guys, Lindsay Selesky here, Facilities Manager. I just wanted to give a shout out to all the volunteers for such hard work and dedication, especially throughout this last year. And with all the changes that have gone on, we really appreciate all of your help, especially my barn maintenance staff and crew. They're awesome, so we really appreciate you, and we look forward to another year working with you guys. Thanks.
Hey everyone, this is Joshua Howell, Developmental Specialist here at HETRA. I just want to say a huge thank you to all of our volunteers. Whether you've recently started with us or you've been with us for a while, you mean the world to us. HETRA does a lot of amazing work every day, year-round, but we really could not do that work without you. Whether you're helping out with the horses or working in the barn or up close and personal with some of our participants, you make a huge difference. And especially in a year like 2020, when we were facing obstacles left and right every week, you brought some consistency to HETRA and its mission by being there, by supporting the mission, supporting HETRA, and making sure that we had all that we needed to have to be open and to be safe and to be secure. Your support of all that and your willingness and your persistence and just your work ethic, all of that combined really got us through 2020. And so we're very thankful. I'm very thankful to have you as our volunteers. And yeah, just thank you.
Hi guys. Hey, I just want to say thank you to all the volunteers. Thank you for always being here, for making the shifts run so smoothly. We couldn't do it without you. So on behalf of everyone here at HETRA, but certainly me, thank you for all you do every time you're here.
Thank you so much to all the volunteers for all the help they do. They make my job scheduling on a day-to-day basis a lot easier while you're subbing and everything. Thank you so much.
So appreciative of all the people at HETRA, the volunteers. You have been fabulous. You're very extraordinary people that come out week after week and give us your time, your hard work, and your talents, and the dedication that you provide to all our participants and the HETRA herd. And I just want to say we can't thank you enough. This place does not operate without all of you, and you guys are all just amazing people.
Hey everybody, thanks so much to all the volunteers, especially Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday groups for helping me make sure everything runs smoothly, and all the hard work that you do to put into sanitizing, getting the lessons, the tack out, the horses ready. the arena put together and making sure that all my lessons run smoothly. It's much appreciated. Thanks, guys.
Hi, everybody. I'm Catherine Smith. I am an occupational therapist with HETRA, and I am the program manager. And I just want to say thank you all. One of the things I appreciate most about our volunteers is your willingness. You guys come out here week after week and do things that maybe you've never done before, and maybe sometimes you don't even see why we're asking for what we do, but you keep helping us, and that is just extremely important. So thank you again. Please keep coming back. Bye.
Occupational therapist Katie here with some participants, and we wanted to tell you thank you for all your hard work and helping us stay safe.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Tucker and I would like to thank all of our amazing volunteers for all your hard work. We could not do what we do without you.
My name's Angie Connell, and I'm the new development director. I've only been here a few days, but I cannot tell you enough how impressed I am with the volunteers here at HETRA. You guys are amazing. Not only have you made me feel comfortable and helped me learn so much about HETRA, but what you do with the families is truly amazing. So thank you, and I look forward to getting to know all of you a little bit more.
Hi, my name's Steve Henthorn. I'm founder of HETRA some few years back, and currently the president of the board. I would like to thank all the volunteers who are the backbone of this organization for all the time you've donated to HETRA during 2020.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the Heartland Equine Therapeutic Riding Academy cordially welcomes you to the 2021 Volunteer Appreciation Virtual Event. Tonight, we are here to celebrate you. You, the session volunteers who serve as vital links of communication between instructors and participants who provide emotional, educational, and physical support throughout the session. You, the facility maintenance volunteers who help ensure we have a clean, functional barn and a healthy HETRA herd. You take care of our equine partners so that they can take care of our participants. Tonight is about celebrating all of your hard work in 2020. And now, here's your host, Volunteer Operations Manager, Rochelle Tidwell.
Well, hey everybody. Thanks for joining us today for our 2021 Volunteer Appreciation Party. This is unlike any other party we've done before, and I couldn't ask for a better introduction. My goodness. I hope you guys enjoyed that first series of videos. We are so thankful for all of you. We have so many different volunteers that come every year to help us accomplish our mission. Josh mentioned our conditioning volunteers, our barn maintenance volunteers, our session volunteers, our special events volunteers. We just couldn't do what we do without each and every one of you coming and donating your time. So this really is about celebrating you and your accomplishments and your generosity to our organization and even to each other. So I just thank you for that. Thank you for all of you that have joined us. Hopefully we'll have some more pop on. Anybody's welcome to come in, during the presentation. So real quick, I would say, 2020 has been a year of immense challenges. HETRA, with the help of our volunteers, we not only survived 2020, but we thrived in 2020. And much of that is because of your unwavering support. We started the year with a lot of promise, as we do every year, as 21 has started with a lot of promise. And then, come March, everybody kind of got challenged with COVID, and it's changed how we do almost everything and almost every aspect of our lives. But even through those several weeks where we were closed, volunteers stepped up in every area. It was like nothing changed for our volunteers, and excuse me. And we appreciated that so much that we asked you, as Catherine mentioned, to step out of your comfort zones in some ways. You all wrote letters, you contacted volunteers, contacted participants. Some volunteers even made gift packages. so that our participants never felt like they were forgotten. And for many of them, those several weeks off was challenging, both physically, emotionally, and they never felt like HETRA ever left them. And that was because we all rallied together as staff and volunteers to make sure that happened. So, we've gotten past that point now where we can have our participants back in the building. Thank goodness. And you guys didn't skip a beat. You came back. The majority of you came back to your same shifts. You're able to reconnect with your participants and with each other. So we never lost that sense of community. And that's what I love about all of our volunteers. And I'm just so thankful for that. And now here we are. We're in a brand new year, brand new promises. We'll have new challenges, but I'm confident that we will meet them together as a team. So we are going to go ahead and start with our presentations. We have several different things that we'll present today. The first ones that we're going to do are our service year pins. And Edie is going to go ahead and present those pins, if you will, kind of go over that. So we will do that. Anything that we present today, you guys will be able to pick up at the barn. So starting next week, you'll be able to pick up your 100+ hour t-shirts, as well as your service year pins. And we'll kind of go over the auction and things like that at the end of the presentation. But I just want to make sure you guys know we do have a way for you to get those items that you are awarded today. So now we'll go on to our CEO, Edie Godden.
Welcome, HETRA volunteers, to our virtual volunteer appreciation party. I'm Edie Godden, the CEO and one of the HETRA therapists. It's been a crazy year, and as we've learned so much and everyone has truly shown how resilient we can be, I want to share a story with you. Back in March of 2019, my family farm in Valley was flooded. Although we were lucky to have all of our family and our 4-legged family members safe, and we did not get any water into our house or barn, every other building on our property experienced significant water, and cleanup was a big project that we would still be doing if we had to tackle it alone. Before I even had the ability to be overwhelmed by how much work was ahead of us, something amazing happened. As soon as the water started to recede, people started showing up to help. All kinds of people. People I knew, people I didn't know, people from my community, people from communities across the state, and even from states away came to help all of us that had been affected by the flood. Honestly, it still brings tears to my eyes today to think of all the kindness that we were shown during this very difficult time. I share this story because fast forward almost 1 year to the date, to March of 2020, and we were facing a new crisis. But this one was different. This one wasn't just affecting a part of our state, this one was affecting our entire state, our entire country, and the entire world. With the flood so recent in my mind, truly one of the first thoughts that came to mind was, who will come to help? With the entire state and country and everyone we know being affected in one way or another by COVID, where would the helpers come from? It was a very real question and concern. And that's where you came in. You came, you helped take care of our horses during those initial difficult weeks at the start of the pandemic. You allowed our participants to return back to HETRA and their important programming in the safest and most effective manner possible. Even though your lives have also been significantly affected by COVID, you came to help. There are so many challenging things happening in the world today. Thank you for choosing HETRA as your place to help. You truly put the heart in HETRA. I promise you, together, we have made a difference. Thank you for joining us and changing lives one stride at a time. We are truly blessed to have you as part of the HETRA family. All right, I have the great honor of being able to announce the Service Year Pin Awards for 2020. The 5-year Service Pin Awards go to Matt Beatty, Jennifer Abel, Carolyn Covey, Heidi McKenna, Sherry Fila, Nicole Burns, Kathy Burrow, Barb McQueen, Deborah Bean, Peggy Harris, Amy Reiner, and Jessica Arendt. Our 10-year pin goes to Diane Bemis, And our 15-year pin goes to Paul Murphy. Thank you all so much for all that you do for HETRA.
If your name was not on the list for the 5, the 10, or the 15-year pin, please let me know. It just would have been a clerical error on my part, but I certainly don't want to leave anybody out if you feel that you have been there for those amounts of time. I apologize in advance if that happened, but we definitely want to take care of that if we've missed you in that list. But for those of you that were mentioned, just know we really appreciate everything that you do. Thank you for, giving. I mean, it was at least 5 years. That's a long time to be donating your time. And then 10 and 15, that's pretty momentous. So thank you for all of that help that you've given us for that amount of time. And congratulations on those pins. We will have those at the COVID check-in area starting next week. So you can swing through there on your way into your shift and pick those items up. Okay, so what we're going to go ahead and do is every year we really like to highlight those individuals that have had consistent attendance to their shift during the year or have donated at least 100 hours. And we break that up into different segments. So our first group of individuals that we want to recognize are volunteers that do not have that 100 hours yet, but they have been volunteering with us for at least 4 months. And they've attended at least 80% of their shifts. So these individuals are all on a permanent shift. And they are just very, there are real steady eddies. They make it to the majority of their shifts and are, 100% when they're there. So all of these individuals and all of the ones that have 100 plus hours, we have a t-shirt for you, that a really neat designed t-shirt that is strictly for these volunteers, just to recognize your consistency and also those that can give that 100 plus hours. So these individuals here, Nancy, Madison, Linda, Joseph, Nicole, Hayden, Mickey, and Sherry, all just have not been able to accrue those 100 hours yet, but really consistent on their shifts. And we really appreciate that consistency. As you know, it's really important to our care teams, our participants, that we keep those individuals, with that same group as much as possible. So thank you for making that effort and being dependable. All right, so these individuals, this is quite an amazing list. They gave at least 100 hours of volunteer time this year. So between that 100 and 199, it's quite a list. So I can read every name, but I don't know that I need to, but I really hope that you know how much we appreciate that. I think all of you that are on will see very familiar names. You know that all of these folks spend a considerable amount of time in the barn. Quite likely, a lot of them are on the shift that you're on. So you know how important they are to our program. We can go ahead and go to the next slide. So these individuals have given at least 200 hours. So that 200 to 299. Again, these are individuals you see in the barn quite a bit. You'll see leaders and sidewalkers. The neat thing about this award is that it doesn't matter what level of volunteer that you are or what position that you play. You can be a sidewalker or strictly a groomer, help with conditioning. Your hours matter immensely. So thank you for those hours. This is, we're getting up to those top tiers of hours donated. So these individuals, Carol, Carrie, Callie, and Megan, donated between 300 and 399 hours this year. That's a lot of hours. So thank you so much for that. These individuals, even more hours. So 400 to 499 hours. These are people you see at the barn a lot. They come in, they substitute. Matt Beatty is a barn maintenance volunteer. If you're on barn maintenance, you know how many hours a week that is and how important that is to our program. These are amazing individuals that help us a lot. And then we had one individual who gave over 500 hours this year. So thank you, Deborah Bean, for that. We appreciate everything that you do. So again, these t-shirts will be available. We will have them in that COVID check-in area. We'll have the list of individuals. So hopefully we'll have good luck getting everybody as they come through for COVID check-in, that we can make sure that we get you your shirts. It's a really neat design. It has those hearts that were on those images before. It has those, and then it's got some really nice messaging on the back as well. So I think you guys will really like the shirts when you get them.
Let me tell you about the Wellness Project. So on a monthly basis, we have a message down at the barn where we talk about all different sorts of things, sometimes easy topics. Like this month, we're talking about goals. How do we achieve goals? Why would we fail at reaching those goals? And then sometimes we talk a little bit about hard topics like conflict resolution, one that I definitely struggle with. So in doing these messages, we developed Self-Care Saturdays, in which we publish additional messages on our social media sites and then hang them on our website with quick little messages to help with whatever topic we're talking about. Sometimes we'll post research that's already been done, maybe a worksheet that you can do at home. But that helped us develop a more in-depth conversation that we do once a month in the classroom. So you can come and join us for an hour and a half for a small cost of $5, in which we'll talk in depth about these topics. I developed the Wellness Project here at HETRA because I have a deep-rooted passion in helping others with their wellness, specifically mental health. It's why I went back to school and got a master's in clinical social work, so that I could talk about some of the hard topics like doing a suicide intervention, to some of the easier, lighthearted topics like, why did I say that? We're going to talk about all sorts of things. We are going to discuss personality disorders and what that looks like. And then we're also going to discuss how to use your strengths to your benefit. 2020 was a hard year. It was hard for a lot of people. Don't let 2020 define your 2021. Let this be a great year. Get out and reconnect with people, safely of course. Join us for the Wellness Project.
Here at HETRA, we are so grateful that so many of our volunteers choose not only to donate their time, but their money as well. So many of you are a part of our Carrot Club, and we appreciate that you go above and beyond in order to help us care for our horses. Thank you to the following individuals for being a dedicated part of our Carrot Club. Your donations help us to provide resources such as nutrition, shelter, veterinary and farrier care, training, conditioning, and more to our very special equine partners. Our Carrot Club allows you to make a monthly donation of any size in order to support horse sponsorship. If you are interested in joining, be sure to contact me, Lucy, at lucyc@hetra.org, or check out our website.
Well, hello there, folks. It's me, the HETRA Sheriff. The following 10 horses are wanted in connection with the 2021 Horse of the Year race. Each of these 10 horse teams has a goal of $4,500 to raise, which helps cover the expenses associated with caring for HETRA's very special equine partners. The horse that raises the most will earn the honored title of Horse of the Year. So let's see which 10 horses are up for this challenge. Diamond, Galaxy, Georgie, Honey, Jewel, Leroy, Rainbow, Red, Waldo, and Yazzie. The Hottie 2021 race will run from February 1st through April 30th. So if you'd like to support the HETRA herd, you can do so by clicking the link above. May the best horse win.
Oh my gosh. the chats that are going back and forth are pretty priceless. So I love the competition for Hottie. That's pretty awesome. So Hottie has kicked off. It kicked off last Monday. If you're not on a team, there's links everywhere, ways for you to join a team. Feel free to do that. We love the competition of it. In the end, we all have a really great time and we raise a lot of great money for our Hottie, for our horses in general. So the race is on. So everybody kind of jump in there and I see that we need more Team Georgie. Absolutely. So there are several teams that have, say, less than 5 members. So definitely jump on there. If you've got either a specific staff member or instructor that you like to work with, or if you've got a heart for one of our horses in particular, jump on there and join that team. We have a really good time. We throw around a lot of really creative ideas on how to raise money for the herd. It's a really good time. So definitely jump in and kind of try it. If you've never done it before, you'll have a really good time doing that. And you guys saw the commercial for the Not Just a Pony Ride podcast. That's something we just recently started. It is really, really cool. It's fun to listen to, and you'll learn a lot about a lot of different subjects, actually, horse-wise, HETRA-wise. So that's free. Go on out and check that out. It's pretty awesome. We're going to go ahead and move on to our Volunteers of the Year awards. We have 8 in total this year. We have youth, new, substitute, special programming, barn maintenance, conditioning, feeding, and adult. The majority of these volunteers have already received their award, and to their credit, they were able to keep that secret all week long. If I had won one of those awards, I would have had a hard time keeping it a secret. So they did really well so that we can all celebrate them together. Let's see here. The first award that we're going to present is our Youth Volunteer of the Year. This particular individual she is a staff member as well, but just to be clear, the volunteer hours that she gave were while she was a volunteer and not a paid staff member. So we'll go ahead and run that tape of her getting her award.
Hi, my name is Lindsay Selesky. I'm the barn facility manager out here. I would like to present the award for Youth Volunteer of the Year. Generous with their time and talents, volunteers bring light and life to many incredible organizations such as HETRA. We can't thank you enough for your own time set aside to help those who come to HETRA for their therapy needs. There's no kinder act than to help those in need. This volunteer has always had a positive attitude in the barn and is never afraid to ask questions that they might have. They're always willing to jump in and help wherever that may be. It is inspiring and heartwarming to see this individual have these characteristics at an age where you usually do not see that. Thank you for everything you do, and we hope to watch that continue as you volunteer with us. Our Youth Volunteer of the Year is Masha Borcher.
Thank you. Did we scare you? Yes. Actually, I thought I was in trouble. I'm so sorry. Well, we wanted to come down and say thank you because you are our Youth Volunteer of the Year. Thank you. Thank you for everything.
So yes, our Youth Volunteer of the Year is Masha. If you haven't met Masha yet, I hope you get a chance to do that. She is a wonderful young volunteer that we have. So we were thrilled to give that to her in person. If you see her, just congratulate her on that. So well done, Masha. Our next volunteer award is our New Volunteer of the Year. And in order to be eligible for this award, you need to have come on in the last calendar year. So this volunteer came to us in 2020.
Cassidy Fredrickson. I'm an instructor and an occupational therapist here at HETRA, and I'm here to present the New Volunteer of the Year. This year's New Volunteer of the Year award goes to a very special Wednesday sidewalker. She may work the early shift, but she's always willing to stay until the last lesson if needed. Since she started helping out at HETRA in 2020, she's logged over 116 volunteer hours. This volunteer is always willing to sub on different days of the week when she's needed. She's a skilled sidewalker and her participants love working with her on a weekly basis. She's never one to shy away from asking the therapists and instructors what more she can do to help with their lessons. Whatever needs doing, including cleaning and setting up for lessons, she's ready and willing to make sure the lessons run smoothly. The much-deserved recipient of the award for New Volunteer of the Year goes to Carol Teskey.
Surprise!
I am in trouble.
You're
our New Volunteer of the Year. Congratulations.
So yes, our New Volunteer of the Year for 2020 was Carol Teskey. Amazing volunteer. Thank you so much for joining us, Carol. And thank you for everything that you do with us. Our next award will be Substitute Volunteer of the Year. And in order to be eligible for this award, the volunteer has to be on at least one permanent shift. And then, as they substitute, they become eligible for this award as well.
Katie King here, occupational therapist, and I am excited to present the Substitute Volunteer of the Year Award. This volunteer has been a joy to work with at HETRA, and I have had the pleasure of knowing her from her start with us. From her beginnings at HETRA, she was always eager to ask questions and learn more, an attitude that helped her progress quickly from a sidewalker to a feeder to a gold leader, and is a smiling face in the barn several times a week. She volunteered an impressive 206 hours this year and substituted several of those shifts. She's always willing to help HETRA in a pinch. She even brought her daughter along for the ride to volunteer and participate with us shortly after she started. Her positive energy and consistent happiness to help is infectious, and it is what I believe makes her and other volunteers feel right at home. She always has the participants and the horses' best interest in mind, especially if it means singing songs to help the horses get motivated. Her knack for details and genuine interest in the lives of others makes you feel truly cared for, and she is always sure to ask you about what's going on in your life or remember things about participants and engage with them in ways that makes them feel special. It's that very same authentic care for our participants and our horses that helps make her make the decision to volunteer her time for substitute shifts when HETRA truly needs her help. Congratulations to the 2021 HETRA Substitute of the Year Award winner, Tracy Robolito Clark.
Surprise! Oh my God, I'm having a stupid heart attack here. Oh, thank you.
You're the Substitute Volunteer of the Year.
That makes me so happy.
Yay!
Congratulations.
So congratulations to Tracy. Thank you, Tracy, for all of the hard work that you put in so many areas of our program, and for always answering the call when we need a substitute volunteer, which is quite often. So thank you for doing that for us. Our next award that we'll be giving is our Special Programming Award. And our special programming is unique in that we have different types of participants in here that aren't necessarily riding. And so it takes a really special volunteer to work in these programs, like our equine assisted learning and our veterans programs.
Hi, my name is Diane Bemis. I am an occupational therapist here at HETRA, and I am presenting the Special Services Volunteer Award. And I would just like to talk a little bit about who this person is and what they have done here. I'm not going to say her name, but she is a volunteer who has been here since October of 2019. It seems like it's been a lot longer because she has done so much. I run the life skills here at HETRA, and she has been amazing support and help in run the life skills. The participants at life skills just love her. She has been here every week and has given above and beyond extra time to help with some of the sensory projects, getting those deadlines done, and working in the garden. She's helped me on numerous occasions with getting different items, looking them up online. So I just think this person is just such a wonderful asset to HETRA, who gives lots of her time and love and care to the participants and all of us here at HETRA. And so I just want to say thank you so very much. You're just a fabulous person, and I just look forward to keep working with you. And this person is Jill Schweiner.
Surprise! Yes, it's for you. Yes. Yes. I appreciate all that you do.
So you are our special programs volunteer here.
Thank you, Jill, for everything that you've done for us. We appreciate your willingness, your generosity, your kindness to our special programs participants. Our next volunteer award is our barn maintenance volunteer. Unfortunately, we were not able to get a videotape of this individual, but he definitely deserves this award.
Hi, I'm Lindsay Slusky. I'm the barn facilities manager out here at HETRA, and I'd like to announce the Barn Maintenance Volunteer of the Year. The opportunity to give an award to someone who has gone above and beyond in their volunteer service is definitely something very rewarding in and of itself. The purpose of this award is to honor a volunteer whose dedicated service has had a significant impact here at HETRA, not only on those they worked around, but for the organization itself. This person has gone above and beyond the normal volunteer duties here. They are dependable, flexible, cooperative, and share positive interactions with everyone they've encountered while volunteering. This person has used their extraordinary skills and talents to help this organization tremendously in a year where we have to be really careful with expenses, a year of such uncertainty. We were blessed with this amazing volunteer. These words are just a summary of how much we appreciate this person and the work they've done for us. Your Barn Maintenance Volunteer of the Year goes to Roberto Macedo.
We are very grateful for Roberto. If you have not met him yet, he is a wonderful individual. Come down during barn maintenance, or if you see someone out welding, he has helped considerably this year or last year doing some of those projects that just really help us move forward in our program. So he's been invaluable to us this year. Hopefully you get a chance to meet him. Our next award that we're going to present is our Conditioning Crew Award. So these volunteers come in at least 1 day, if not 2 days to 3 days a week to keep our horses exercised and conditioned.
My name is Shelby Winnell, and I am the HETRA Equine Operations Manager. I'm here today to present the Conditioning Volunteer of the Year Award. The individual that has won this award this year is newer to our HETRA program, but has brought a multitude of experiences and is a huge asset to our conditioning team. For those of you that don't know, the HETRA conditioning team is a group of volunteers that is responsible for keeping our horses conditioned and helping train our new horses for the program. The volunteer that has won this award this year has completed 331.75 hours within the conditioning program. I would like to say a huge thank you to my entire conditioning crew that keeps our HETRA herd up and running. I would like to say a huge thank you and a huge congratulations to Carrie Lindell for winning this award this year.
Congratulations to Carrie. Thank you so much for coming in. You've been helping a lot with training as well lately, and I really appreciate your help in that area. You definitely deserve this award. As you know, our horses get fed twice a day and snack. So our feeding volunteers are really, really important. The horses would definitely notice if they weren't there.
Hi everybody, my name is Shelby Winnale and I am back to introduce our HETRA Feeder Volunteer of the Year Award. Here at HETRA, 2020 was a challenging year for us. We had a lot of hurdles that we had to overcome, and that included changing in programming, which included changing to some of our horse care and our routines around some of our horse care. The feeder crew this year has stepped up and gone above and beyond to help me continue to take exceptional care of our HETRA herd. All of these individuals deserve a huge thank you for all of their time and effort and the love and compassion and care they provide for our equine partners. The individual that has won this award this year has put in 496.5 hours to HETRA this year, a large part of that being going towards the care of our HETRA horses on the feeder crew. I'd like to say a huge thank you and congratulations to Kyle Black for winning this year's HETRA Feeder Volunteer of the Year Award.
Surprise!
Woo!
Our next award that we're going to present is our Adult Volunteer of the Year. And I have the pleasure of reading the comments about her. We appreciate her so greatly. HETRA's Adult Volunteer of the Year is incredible in every sense of the word. When I say she is an active volunteer, I mean active. She consistently goes above and beyond during her 4 volunteer shifts and leads by example with her positive go-getter attitude. Most often, you'll find her leading a shift, leading a horse, or lending a hand with feeding and conditioning horses. She's helped train many sidewalkers in new volunteer training and just recently started training tackers as well. Since joining us in 2015, she has donated almost 3,000 hours with just over 800 this year. Our 2020 Adult Volunteer of the Year is Deborah Bean.
Sure.
It was, again, awesome to be able to surprise our volunteers. We felt bad for them for about 30 seconds when they thought they were in trouble, but it more than made up for it when they came in and there were balloons and there were awards for them. So if you see a volunteer walking around in a red jacket and it says Volunteer of the Year, make sure that you congratulate them because they've gone above and beyond this year and really and made an impact. So thank you everyone for everything you've done this year for us. So we are just about finished up, but I do want to cover just a couple of things. Normally, when we have our volunteer appreciation party in person, we have the volunteer auction where you can purchase items using your volunteer hours. So we're not going to do that in person this year, but we are definitely going to do it just in a different format. So our auction will be an online auction this year. We're going to run it very similar to how we run our a silent auction online when we do like Blue Jeans and Dreams, that type of thing. So we've not forgotten about that auction. We're going to run the auction online. It will start February 15th, which is a Monday. And then it will go through the following Sunday. And so you'll be able to jump on and bid on an item using your hours. So we don't need to exchange any money for that. It'll be strictly based on hours. And then you can pop back in and see if someone's outbid you. So it'll be just like we do those other auctions. We will also have our HETRA gear on that auction. So, and that will be a buy it now option instead of having to bid on that. So the prices will be on there just like we would have them at our in-person event. So you can go on there. When that stock runs out, then we don't have any more of those on site. But you should be able to get the gear that you want through there as well. And then we will send out your hour point totals next week via email so that you've got those in time to either decide to purchase the HETRA gear or auction items or both. But so you know what your number is. I think that's everything that we have, Josh, unless I'm forgetting something. Expect to see your service year pins, your 100+ hour t-shirts. And then if you have the $10 Amazon gift card, if you won that today as well, we'll have that list at the COVID check-in area so that we can make sure we get you your items as quickly as possible. So thank you guys for everything. Hopefully we will see you next week. And remember, we can't do this without you. We're all on the same team and we are thrilled that we're in this together. So you guys have a great day. Stay safe and we'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.